Hello! Today I did some experimenting with ChatGPT to see if it would be able to generate or decompose functions. So in the last video, I think I spoke about using or breaking functions down into smaller levels and having like different layers of functions. So I have like layer 0 functions that don't reference any other functions, layer 1 functions that reference layer 0 functions, and then layer 2 functions that reference layer 1 functions and below, and so on and so on and so on. The idea being that layer 0 functions are the most simple ones, and then layer 1 and layer 2, and they just get more complex as they go up or have more and more steps as they go up the chain. Well, basically what I was trying out today was to see whether ChatGPT would be able to generate human readable names for the functions that it breaks down and the mini functions within those functions. And what I have found is that it can generate human readable names in the sense that you can read them, and if you understand the code base, you can get a gist of what they do. But optimally, what I would want is for you to be able to just read the name and then understand exactly what this function does. Because at the moment, like something from remove message from inbox, when you use this, you don't know based on its name whether you need to pass in that message and what inbox is it talking about. And so if I want this method to be used in future commands that Muse generates, then it needs to have a name that is able to explain exactly what the function does. But then that leads to names like, if I open up my GPT, that leads to names like takes in an email subject and outputs a message saying the email was successfully opened, which I guess is fine. Having long function names doesn't actually seem like that big of a drawback anymore. So that's one approach, just have very descriptive function names. But I'm trying to think of whether there are other ways that I could get GPT to just analyze the lower layer functions that it has made in the past and then recycle them and reuse them for higher level functions that will need these functions as like a base. So yeah, that's once again, I have not done any programming. I've just been thinking about this because I've been busy today, but I'll get around to it eventually, maybe even tonight. But I wanted to record this video before getting on a call with my partner. So yes, tomorrow, maybe we will see. Hopefully I can implement some kind of skill generation, but we will see about that. See you tomorrow.